Okay, this week I'm struggling very much to make a video because did I do it this? It's like the fourth time this week that I've recorded a video with the front camera. The video was shite anyways. The thought of having to edit a 2-hour video that's a piece of shit where I don't even have my face cam in there pisses me off, so yeah, this is what we're gonna do now. So this is the 5th of November. You are watching Making Beats Until I Make It, episode 32. So this week I came across the Xavier So Based type beat space and Xavier So Based as well, of course. So yeah, I felt like making something similar to it. I actually want to show off one beat that I made yesterday, which is pretty fire to me. So I tried making a beat like that today as well. Here is the first layer, okay? Okay, how did I make this? I used Diva for this, okay? But I had to take it out because I don't have the full version of Diva. And what that means is there's some crackling every once in a while, so I had to take it out. Maybe I can find the preset that I used again.
One eternity later.
I really don't remember. It was some preset, okay? And then I put some shaper box on it. So I basically made a halftime preset. I don't know why I did it like this. Then we have some volume automation and a filter and some panning. A little bit of equalization, because you know there's a lot of low end and a lot of high end, and I didn't want it to take up that much space, so I controlled it a little bit with the Q4 equalizer. Yeah, and then just some reverb. Yeah, we're just gonna hop over to the next layer. This is meant as your ear candy layer. It's just one note. I'm just gonna show you how it sounds on its own. It's from Synology. It's the slow detune, the saw detune basic synth. Here's how it sounds in context. Just gonna show you how it sounds without any effects on. This one is probably the most important effect. It's a lot of distortion and then some equalization. Is equalization a word? Do you use that in English? Then just some reverb again. It's the same preset. I like to put the same reverb on all of my instruments because that gives it a feeling of being in the same space. There's another ear candy layer in here. I'm just gonna show you the pattern that I made for this. We have a similar situation as with the first layer. So I used Hive for this. I had to take it out, of course, because I don't use the full version of Hive and I want to get rid of the crackling. And now I don't know which preset I use, but maybe I can find it.
One eternity later.
Nah, bro. I tried to find it, but it's somewhere in the plugs and stabs section. Yeah, there are actually no interesting effects on that. I just automated the stereo image by making it wander from the left to the right side. I used an equalizer to push the high end of the sound, to boost the high end. That's what I tried to say. And then there's the reverb preset again. So, okay, the last layer that also has kind of a ear candy purpose is this piano. It's from Synology. It's the Piano 2, or the acoustic piano. I'm just gonna show you how it sounds. I just added the reverb preset again. There's a lot of reverb in here, but that makes it sound more spacey, you know. Let me show you how it sounds in context. But now, okay, here comes the game changer. So I struggled a lot with this beat and I didn't know what to make of it. And then I added this thing right here, okay? Just a very, very repetitive layer, and it made it so much more sonically pleasing to me. And as you see, I used it a lot throughout this beat. I kind of let this melody carry because like when I arranged the intro, it didn't sound good without it. I arranged the parts, it didn't sound good without it. So I kind of let it carry the entire beat. But as you see here, I chopped it up a little bit. So because I use it so much throughout the entire beat, I wanted it to sound a little bit different throughout the entire thing so it doesn't become repetitive. Why am I moving my hands like that? Okay, now we can go over to the drums. Let's first talk about the bass. The bass is just following the root notes. As you see, it's always hitting on the root note of the chord that's playing. Now, let's go to the drums. I'm gonna mute the entire melody. So for the most part, the kick just follows the bass pattern, but there are some kicks in here that are not layered with a bass note, you know what I mean? Then the clap pattern, basic 2 and 4. And here's where it gets interesting, because the Xavier So bass type beats, they have a hood trap jerk bounce to them, and you achieve that by laying down a snare in a pattern like this. I played around a lot with the velocities because that just makes it sound way more interesting to me. Then just a rim shot to give it even more bounce. A hi-hat to emphasize that hood trap kind of bounce, you know. And a crash on the 1. A riser, of course. And that's basically it. Let's listen to it.
Crypto.
Honestly, I'm still not too sure what to think of this beat, so kind of let me know in the comment section below what you think. But you know, I struggled a lot to come up with this idea. I couldn't tweak it forever, so I just left it as it is. That's a lessons learned. For me, like if you're struggling too long to put the finishing touches on a project of yours, just wrap it up and move on to the next one. Try to take as much lessons learned from this one as you can. Export some stuff. I exported this MIDI right here because I liked it. That way you took something from the beat session anyways. Yeah, you could export some starters from this beat, so just don't scrap your stuff. That's what I'm trying to say here. This is it for this week's video. Thank you for staying until the end of it. If you enjoyed the video, consider to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description, especially the one that takes you to my Instagram. I hope to see you next week. Next week there will be a live cook-up again. From now on, videos will drop every single Friday, not just somewhere in the week. They will drop every single Friday. Hope to see you in the next one as well. Stay great, and yeah, I love you, something.